All right. Hello, everybody, and let me get my camera back to me. Welcome to We Grow Wednesday. It is March 26th, 2024, or 2025. I mean, geez, I'm way off. My son's on spring break right now, so man, just getting trying to scramble to get down here tonight was fun. I need to change this real quick. So we're going to play a little intro while I get some things shared out and tagged and stuff like that. If you guys are seeing this already, you might be catching the replay. If not, you might be here already. If you could help me out, hit that like button and share it. We'll be right back in about 3.5 minutes. Let's grow.
Tune in, turn up to the sound of green. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, a podcast supreme. Episode by episode, wisdom he unfurls. At Indoor Farmer, changing our world. From comedy night to what is bolting, each review, each tale keeps us all jolting. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, it's the show to hear. Learn to grow, laugh and cheer. With every upload, a new chapter to read. From the seeds of doubt to the bounty of need, he shares his journey, his trials, his love, for the soil beneath and the sky above. From comedy night to what is bolting, each review, each tale keeps us all jolting. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, it's the show to hear. Learn to grow, laugh and cheer. In every episode, he plants a seed of knowledge, laughter and indeed. A community grows, listeners unite under the banner of indoor lights. He talks a perception of what we think we see. Let's talk perception, an episode to be. From people in boxes to what's growing on, his voice, his passion, forever strong. From comedy night to what is bolting, each review, each tale keeps us all jolting. The Indoor Farmer Reviews, it's the show to hear. Learn to grow, laugh and cheer. So here's to At the Indoor Farmer, our guide, our friend. With every episode we learn how to bend to the will of nature. Within four walls, the Indoor Farmer Reviews, where wisdom calls.
Hey there folks, gather around, got a tale to tell, it's quite profound. About a show where wonders bloom, right here in your own living room. Under the lights, in a cozy space, the Indoor Farmer sets the pace. With stories of the small and grand, discoveries in every land. Oh, the Indoor Farmer Reviews, shining light on what's new. From the craftsman to the dreamer, come and see. When the Indoor Farmer has a tale to tell, under the glow of LED lights where his stories dwell. He's not just growing greens, he's sowing seeds of thought. In a studio with a microphone where wisdom's bought. We grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in folks for a communal time. With Waylon, we'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word. A veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From Canada's tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time. We'll live and we'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From Canada's tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Join Waylon for our journey so fine. Learning, laughing, and sometimes sad, but always together from the good to the bad. He speaks of the benefits, the pros and the cons of the plant that has helped him feel less withdrawn. With guests from all walks, stories to share, Waylon makes sure that no one feels like they're there alone. So come every Wednesday, find your place in his light, where Waylon, the indoor farmer, invites you to grow not just plants, but your soul, your mind, in a world where together we're truly aligned. Tune in, grow with us, let's expand our view on We Grow Wednesday with Waylon. It's true.
Waylon, the indoor farmer, has a tale to tell. Under the glow of LED lights where his stories dwell, he's not just growing greens, he's sowing seeds of thought. In a studio with a microphone where wisdom's taught. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time with Waylon. We'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate dream. We Grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time with Waylon. We'll learn to grow in life, in love, and in what we sow. He's a man of the soil and a man of the word, a veteran with a vision, his voice undeterred. From cannabis tales to the latest farm tech, his shows where the nerds and the farmers intersect. He lights up the airwaves with truth and care, sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear.
When the indoor farm.
All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to the show. We Grow Wednesday. I'm your host, Waylon, the indoor farmer. We are working on a new app, the Rumble Studios. We're working on Rumble Studios. I see Rose came in on the locals. So many technical problems already, and I thought it was going to be fine, and here we go. I don't even see the number of Rumble. Like, it says one person watching on Rumble, and there are actually 7 on Rumble. I don't see any of your chat on the screen. Well, I mean, there's only 2 people that chatted, myself and Sheena. Man, technical problems. But anyway, we're going to have some fun anyway, and we're going to look into what's going on with eggs and other such things, food and health and wellness. What we do on Wednesdays, we always look around and find out what's growing on. If we could get some friends over on the Rumble, I'm hoping to really get the Rumble chat going crazy, but for some reason, I don't know if it's going to even work with the Rumble Studios. They want everybody to use Rumble Studios, and it doesn't even work. So I can't even go live to X. Anyway, It is March 26th, 2025. It's Wednesday night. You know what? I'm gonna do a dab. I don't normally do that on screen, but I need one after all this mess. Trying to share out was just insane. Just trying to share my live stream. Oh man. Let's see if I can get some Facebook friends over here because I know they comment. Um, Maybe I can just do this here. Yeah, we'll do this. There's all these links and stuff that you can do, but it doesn't really do the trick. I'm gonna tag some friends here too. Why not? Before we get into it, I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear. Do you have a visual on your egg prices? Are you somebody that's keeping track of that? Has it gone down? I saw a story where it supposedly has gone down, and we're gonna look into it. I'm gonna tag a crap ton of people first, especially people who I think have Rumble, but also people who don't, because I'd like to get more people on Rumble. You know what I mean? Rose, are you there still, or you just said hi? I don't know if that's still working or not. At least the locals chat comes through. That's nice. Let's see who else. Who else has Rumble? Gonna get some music going on here too while I try to get some friends in here. It's a little bit difficult now that I'm cut off from two of my biggest platforms. Not really cut off from X, but I'd like to use Rumble Studios. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's just try to enter the full screen, play some music, get this show on the road, have a little dab. Why not? We just passed 7:10 on the Mountain Time. I saw Sheena was in here. I don't know if it's even watchable now. I'm not even sure if I'm visible on Rumble. Saw Sheena commented once and Rose commented once. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Can't think of anybody else right now that has Rumble. I'm just hoping this works. Sheena, you're still here? Okay. I can see your chat on my phone that I have pulled up with Rumble, but I cannot see it on the main, like this screen here. I see Miss Rose had commented on locals. See how I can put it on the screen? I have been harassing Chris Pavlovsky from Rumble, and somebody from his team responded, not in the DMs. They won't respond in my DMs, but they responded in the message like trying to help me, and I'm like, no, that's not going to work. Like I tried this, I tried that. Thank you. Is there something else we can do? And they're not even worried about it. But if I want to use Rumble Studios, it's a lot cheaper than StreamYard, so we're going to try to work it out here. I am not sure why it's so Everything's just acting like it doesn't want to work. Oh well, we'll just can do our show anyway. Maybe there'll be people showing up a little bit later after I talk about all the good stuff. After I get the good information out, they'll show up at the end. Sheena, thank you for hanging out. You're helping me test this thing, and it evidently does not want to play with its own website. Rumble Studios does not like Rumble. That's funny. Rumble Studios is not a fan of Rumble, I guess. I got to take some songs out of my playlist, and then we're going to play some music while I check out what's going on in the world. If we get over 10 people in here, I may read an ad from Rumble, even though they don't like themselves. Sheena, I see you now on the locals. Yes, yes. It works better on locals, I guess, but I want people to be on Rumble because of the creator program and whatnot. Hoping that it's worth it for me to get involved, since we go, we do over 10 hours a week of live shows. Well, I'm taking out all the songs that don't have anything to do with me. All the promotional songs for other people, taking them out. Take this out. And I think that's it. Open. Let me know if you can hear it, Sheena. Thanks for your help. We're right at 30. Volume 30 should be good. You might not be able to hear it until I do something like that. A tomato here, a basil there. Okay. So I got a picture I took from the grocery store when I was there today to just look at the egg prices myself. And pull up the picture I took. It's not just food, it's knowledge we've garnered. Maybe we'll look into it first, and then I'll pull up the picture. I stand on my own with every sprout. My confidence grown, a step at a time towards a life more free. Growing my food, that's how it should be. Okay, I'll open it differently. Every one of us on this land can stand a pot on the sill, a garden in the yard. It's not just food, it's knowledge we've garnered. All right, let's pull up the screen. Trust our meals to just a few hands when every one of us on this land can stand a pot on a sill, a garden in the yard. It's not just food, it's knowledge we've garnered. Oh, what's the picture? I want to look at that under the same sky, learning to live to question do some research here. Let's go to X first. X tends to have a lot of different news outlets coming together. Self-reliant, I stand on my own with every sprout. My confidence grown, a step at a time towards a life more free. Growing my food. Okay, this is from 6 hours ago. Charlie Kirk, and they posting a video from Fox News here now. Okay, what's up, Rose? What's up, Joe Kelly? Hit that like button. In fact, you know what? We already have 10 people in here. Let me see if the nope, no campaigns available. I had one. They opened one for me last night. I'd like to see if they would do that again. Maybe it's after a certain amount of time. Well, that sucks.
There's a farmer inside, and his name is Waylon, you know.
Okay, so from Fox Business, egg prices have definitely turned a corner, with large egg prices on average down 59% since February 28th.
With lights shining,
So, I mean, I want to hear from you guys on this. Like, are you a big egg purchaser? Are you someone who's noticed that price go crazy like this right here? It says almost $14, $13.50 for, I don't know if it's a dozen, could be an 18 pack.
Where the plants all grow, there's a farmer inside.
So I definitely saw them up there like that, but they do seem pretty low now. They do seem lower.
Tending to his veggies and herbs all under one roof, with lights a shining, soil just right.
WTIDF.
Everything from day to night. Listen to his
okay, so that's just the same video playing over and over again. Jumbo eggs, yeah. So I guess that's lower than what it was. Everybody's sharing the same video. All of the grifters on X, you know, I don't think Charlie Kirk's a grifter necessarily, but every quote-unquote influencer ends up sharing the same videos to get the news out there. That could be a good idea. I mean, but it just seems like you see a lot of it on the timeline. This is here, this is from an hour ago. Shout out from the boss, Secretary Brooke Rollins. You, just like every other policy crisis our administration inherited, we will tackle it head on and work relentlessly to fix it. Wholesale egg prices have dropped 54.7% in 4 weeks. Retail following shortly. Interesting. Okay, so he's got this graph here. 5-point plan rollout. Okay. There's the same graph. Egg prices have plunged more than 63%. So everybody's got different numbers this month. Largest monthly decline in history. Okay. Music's too loud. Well, thank you. That should be good. Wish I could see comments easier instead of having to look at my old phone next to me. Actually, I could do this, I guess. Watch the Joe Rogan Today for me. What does that mean, Joe? So Rose says she paid $6.45 for a dozen pasture-raised eggs. So yeah, that's still a little high, but that's definitely sounds like it has come down, in my opinion. So we're seeing the same information over and over again. This is that's not live. Okay. Egg prices are now down under $3 a dozen and are lower. See, now that's just people saying that are just like, where are you? You know, lower than they were in the end of October during Biden administration. I don't think so. At least not from. And it might take time for stores to get it lowered. And sometimes with gas prices, I saw this. Remember, there was this gas hike back in like early 2000s. And some gas stations got in trouble because they were just throwing the price way up there, they just shot it up, even though they didn't need to and they weren't supposed to, and so they got in trouble. But I kind of feel like that's going to happen with eggs. You know, the price went down for them to purchase the eggs. That doesn't mean the grocery store has to lower the price right away. You know, and it's not necessarily just the grocery store; it's going to be on the distributors and stuff like that. Okay, so let's pull this picture up. Like I said, I took this today at Kroger. Music should be better now. Got my Waylon show in also, but the Rogan was about the vaccine. Yeah, I saw that too. I watched most of it. Our eggs aren't that expensive. Yeah, it's gone down.
needs the new sun.
Turn the music down. I can't hear you. Still can't hear me?
With seeds in his heart and vision so clear, he teaches
Shouldn't
us
be able to,
all
or well,
year
there's a
by
delay
year.
too, so you should be okay right
Waylon,
there.
the indoor farmer, he's the guide.
I can even go down a tiny bit more. I want something though. Want something to hear besides my own voice. Okay, I don't think we need to look at that. Let's look at the back of this picture. So I try to take as much of the shelf as possible. Obviously, lots of different brands. I couldn't believe how many brands of eggs there are, or at least different companies. Happy Eggs. So $8-9. You know, this one here, 18 eggs for $13.50. There's one $5.79. That's actually the one I usually buy. $7.50, $11, $6. That one says $5. It's not too bad. That one's under $5. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do a dab, didn't I? Let's get this party started. I had a rocky beginning of the show. Not too bad. It's just always there's some kind of technical issue when you change things around. Rumble Studios is so far not good. I just canceled my StreamYard, so it's going to have to work. I'll just be looking at 10 different devices to look at comments. The music is just as loud as you, though. Just went down more. Okay. We got him. Says it's very personal to me because of my kid. Yeah, yep. I watched my kid recat or to the vaccine and the day happened, and for years and years I've told people about Big Pharma. Yeah, man, that's something that you'd fit right in with a whole community of people over on X who are always constantly talking about these things, and I'm involved with them a lot too as far as health and wellness, and but yeah, the vaccine conversation comes up a lot. So here's to Waylon with his indoor farm, teaching us resilience. All right, I don't think I need that now. And that was really just one thing that we were going to check out tonight. I mean, we can look more into it, but most of that information right there was all we needed to see. The current numbers, current egg numbers. I don't know. I mean, we have springtime now. A lot of stuff is going on. A lot of farmers are already in full swing down in the warmer states, down in Florida. I have a farmer friend on X who was talking about already in full swing down there. Guys, make sure you hit that like button on the Rumble and share it if you can. Share it to Facebook. It would be great. We're not live on X tonight. I decided not to go live on X until I can get the Rumble Studios to actually work like it's supposed to work. Although we can't even get it to see its own comments or numbers. Look at this. Look at this above my head here. You see, it says one person watching. Oh, no. I want you to zoom in. Thank you. So, yeah, it says one person watching right there. It picks my signals up so fast when I don't want it to, but when I want it to, I'm over here waving my arms around like a maniac, and just it's like someone's watching me from China inside this camera, and they're just like, watch this. Oh, here we go. So we're gonna look at what else is going on. There's always, like, the last few weeks have just been insane with so many things happening. And most of it does have a pretty good connection to our health and well-being as a country, and as a world, really. So there's a lot of little news that we want to talk about. Cheers, everybody. The indoor farmer with passion he sows his insights on growing everyone knows.
from what's going on.
I also have
What is bolted?
some microgreen trays we might check out real quick.
He's always stolen. So here's to the indoor farmer, our guide in the night. With every post he turns on the light for those who seek to grow, to learn, to be. He's the mentor we need in this vast digital sea.
It's been a couple days now since Monday, and they are starting to root. I actually think I could change this camera setup here.
He sows his insights on growing, everyone knows.
In a cozy room where the lights are dim.
One moment, let's do this.
With a heart full of whim. He's not tilling fields or sowing seeds, but planting thoughts, fulfilling needs. People in the boxes, that's the name of the show.
You have me over here, and now you should be able to see the trays a little bit better. So I take them off, lift the tray lid a couple times, like once or twice a day, and just kind of get some air in there. Really trying to make sure I can grow cleanly without any kind of mold. That is the idea. Got some seeds concentrated in areas here I didn't notice. Hope that's not a big problem. Bull's blood beets and forget what the other one is. Cool. I'm gonna use that setup again at some point. Through this podcast, we're all free. This song for Waylon for bringing us together. All right, that's good. We're gonna do another one of those. But I want to go check out the health and wellness world. Like there's a few websites I normally go and look at on Wednesdays, but we're going to, I don't know if wing it's the right word, but I want to just do some more searches on X and see what other health creators are talking about, because there's a few of them that I follow that are some pretty good, knowledgeable people. All right. Let's go back to X here. I could search Maha. A lot of stuff going on for that, I'm sure. 6 hours ago, Maha seems Whole Foods is using false advertising regarding the health of their foods. Interesting. Whole Foods are using fake organic food from China. Fake organic food? Organic. It's all labeled organic.
Foods brand with 175 stores, Whole Foods is the undisputed leader in organic foods and promotes locally grown. But the I-Team has found that much of Whole Foods organics are imported from China.
Honestly, I would have never flipped it over to see that it was a product of China.
Spinach, sugar snap peas, and would you believe California blend vegetables? All listed under the Whole Foods brand 365 organic. And on the back in small print, product of China. Organic ensures pesticide-free, environmentally friendly conditions.
Looks like an old video.
How do we even know the food is organic? Food sold in this country must be approved by the U.S. Department of Agriculture before they can display the organic label.
This looks like a really old video. It's very grainy. Like, what did they take this on? A Nokia phone? Like, I don't know. Hey, Brenda over on the Kick, are you still there? What are you doing? And yes, egg prices are going down. What do you mean, what am I doing? Thanks for popping in on the Kick, Brenda. See some comments here. Sorry, guys. I got to look at a different device for comments. The music. Probably are. What's probably are mean, Elisa? You said that. Or the eggs, you mean? Pasteurized were cheaper right now and more than regard or regular eggs. Oh, I see. Pasture raised. Hey, Brendra. Our eggs are $5 for organic, and we're allowed 10 dozen each. 10 dozen each? Holy cow! Never had issue with vaccines. Yeah, I mean that's an anecdotal. I'm glad that you haven't. But a lot of people have, and they like to sweep those numbers under the rug. Is the problem? Started a lemon, apple, orange, and cherry dwarf bonsai. Wow, seeds, but they didn't pop yet. Might have to try again. That's interesting, Elisa. So it's going to produce all those fruits? Are you serious? Not all of them, Brenda. Yeah, Brenda. You can actually go to Locals now. I'm live on Locals because I'm using the Rumble Studios. So let's listen to the rest of this, and I'm going to see if I'm going to keep checking in to see if they give me an ad to read.
That they have in China is not the same kind of supervision that we have in the United States.
But the USDA doesn't inspect imported foods. It certifies private inspectors to do the job. Whole Foods employs a company called Quality Assurance International, but the company confirms QAI has not certified any products in China. They rely on another certifier on the farm.
4 different seeds, I see. See, I didn't know that. Whole Foods is supposed to be all healthy for you and stuff. And yes, Joe brings up a good point. This was a good episode of Rogan with the Dr. Suzanne. I don't know her, Susan Humphreys. She's a. I'm gonna throw her a follow. But it was an awesome episode. I don't think I finished it yet, but they're breaking it all down. I mean, and Rose, the fact that you didn't get hurt or injured from a vaccine is great, and I'm happy for you. But if you don't listen to people like this and listen to the other side, listen to the worries that people have, not just worries, but like the reasons why people are worried. This lady breaks it down, the actual science behind it, and all the details of the history. It's a very, very informational episode. So I would suggest, honestly, anyone and everyone to go and watch that one. I don't have any direct takeaways. I haven't finished the episode, but she was definitely talking about polio and how everybody brings up the polio vaccine. She actually does not think that the polio vaccine did anything, which is really interesting take. And she explains all of it. You can take this short amount I said and go with it whichever way you want. But if you don't go and watch her and listen to her actual words, then you're not actually going to get have a real opinion against her. You'll just have an opinion against the snippet of words I said. What we got? 14 minutes ago. Why is the CEO of French food giant repeatedly appearing on CCP propaganda media outlets praise China? I've not heard of that. That's from Donald Trump Jr. Let's see. Might just type in Maha and see what's going on in the health world when we have illegals leaving. No, that's just yeah, we could be helping other people instead of giving money away. I get that. What's latest mean? 2 seconds ago. Holy cow. Just random people. Okay. Alright, let's check out foodandwine.com first. Uh-oh. What's this? It's a story. Amazon kept the best spring sale kitchen deals for Prime members. Well, actually I should go check that out because I need some new things. I need some containers to hold leftovers that are glass. I'd like to get glass containers, and I'd like to get a little some more cast iron and stainless steel. Those are my And I've heard. I want to hear your thoughts, guys. Does anyone down there use a wooden cutting board? I have a wooden cutting board, and I'm thinking of getting rid of it. It fits perfectly into my sink, which is great, but I've heard that they can, harbor bacteria and stuff like that. So even if I'm sure I could soak it in bleach or whatever, and I don't know that that would actually do the trick.
With his green thumb at his mic, he's not your typical farmer.
Use a bamboo.
Fields, no barn, no plow. His farms indoors, his harvest
I've had all. So Rose has had all her vaccines, and Brenda's never taken any vaccines. So you're going to find cases, and I don't think anyone's saying that every vaccine. Okay, let me back up. Any vaccine that you're talking about, I don't think anyone's saying that it's going to kill every person that takes it. No one's saying that the COVID vaccine is going to kill every person that took it, but there are high percentages of the people that take it that get injured for different reasons and varying things. You got myocarditis, you've got all sorts of other breathing and respiratory issues. Now and even death. So there are a lot of numbers that they are not wanting to tell you. You being the side of people who believe in it, they are not going to give you that information of people that have been vaccine injured, and there are a lot of them. And people that are getting like further and further injured as the years go by, which is the sad part. As long as they can get you far enough away from when it all went down, then you the damage is already done, basically. But no, I mean, I'm not personally, at least. Let me just talk about my personal arguments. I wouldn't argue that it would kill everyone. Like, look at cigarettes. There are people that live into their 80s and 90s and smoked and never got lung cancer. But are we going to sit here and say cigarettes are okay since that person, since there's a situation? It's about the research overall, and it's about finding out what types of people shouldn't be taking it, instead of saying, oh yeah, everyone should have it, 6-month-old, everyone, we should all get it. They were just pushing on everybody instead of saying, well, this needs to be tested and there needs to be, more information. That's the problem when they rush things out like that. And look, Trump loved it. Trump was championing the vaccine and the what do you call it, the Operation Warp Speed and stuff like that. That's one of the things that his followers don't appreciate about him, because I'm not sure what he says about it today, but he has continued to tout it, saying it was so great. So that's a point that's kind of, you agree with him on. So isn't that kind of weird? I think it's kind of a weird situation there, that people that don't vote for Trump were okay with the vaccine, and Trump was okay with the vaccine. He was happy about it. He was bragging about it. But the people that voted for Trump are not okay with the vaccine. So it's such a weird dynamic. Let me read some of these here. How pantry staples become status symbols. Yeah, that can be. Oh, I use this, this product or that type of thing. Interesting. 14 crispy, juicy fried chicken recipes from pickled brine to air fried. I do like the air fryer. 5 must-have ingredients for cooking Korean food at home. Okay. I don't need the notifications. Thank you. What was this last one? If you're storing these foods in the fridge, stop. Ooh, that's a good. Let's check this out here. Yeah, I don't put my oranges in the fridge. I probably do put my pears in the fridge. I haven't had a pear in a while.
Let me tell you her tale. A friend so great, she's on a higher scale.
Hey Brenda, I don't know what that with that red. Oh, I'm looking at Rumble. I see.
She bakes the sweetest treats.
These people who get lung cancer who never smoked, it's all personal. Yeah, for sure. It's your own physiology that determines how it affects you. Yeah, and to me, when you take that into account, it honestly does matter. The mass is like the percentages of the mass amount of, or the population percentages of what affects who. And that goes for food and drugs. Like if said food, like the dyes, they just, that's another thing we can talk about, is that I think West Virginia passed a law, and there might be another state that passed a law banning like 7 to 9 different dyes in the food. And there's going to be this mad scramble for food producers to come up with some way to continue selling their product without the vibrant colors and all of the the colorful box and all this stuff that's meant to hypnotize you into wanting it. And without that, they're going to have a hard time trying to remain afloat, which means there could be other things happening, other shady things happening. So we got to keep an eye on it. There's going to be food tourism, which I heard talked about on Tim Cast IRL. Food tourism is interesting because you'll have people who live close enough to a supermarket that's in a state that bans all those dyes or other unhealthy things, other toxic foods, and you might be living in the state that still allows all of it, and so you may actually want to travel a little farther to go to a grocery store across state lines just to get that food that you think is healthier, or vice versa. If you really, really want those preservatives and that bright food that you used to eat, then you could go the other way, and it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Food's out there already selling in the other countries without the dye already. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they can do it. They can do it. It's just that you have to understand, Elisa, they're talking about their bottom line. They're talking that their shareholders and their companies are looking at how much are we going to lose by this. And what they used to do is it's a cost benefit analysis. And so if the lawsuits for the toxic foods cost less than what they were making by selling the toxic foods with the psychological tricks with the colors and things like that. I said tricks, and I immediately thought tricks are for kids. But yeah, like those gimmicks really raise their bottom line a lot. A lot of people buy them because of the psychological shit, and so that's going to be the interesting thing you're going to see. And like Tim Pool said, it's a good opportunity for any venture capitalists or any upstarting businesses that want to produce a product that's healthier and dye free. They'll be able to move to these states because the infrastructure of so another point that they brought up was that, say, one factory in West Virginia, for them to convert that whole factory to not use dyes and stuff is going to be very costly, unless they want to decide to go ahead and convert all their factories, which will still be costly, but it would be over in the long run make more sense. But it's going to be hard for those big companies to change fast anyway. And so my point is, like, a small business could theoretically pop up and create fill that void. Let's see. I do want to see this though. I want to see what foods they're talking about here. This is why I set out to discover the proper way to store these ingredients, and it's not in the refrigerator. Shop wire baskets, bread boxes, coffee canisters, and more on Amazon. Okay. Bread boxes. I used to have a bread box. I put it in the pantry now, or in the cupboard. Onions and garlic. Choosing cereal with the toy inside. Yeah, Brenda, that's definitely a thing. They will definitely phase it out every time. Yeah. Phasing it out hopefully will happen faster than not. Oh, there's a wire basket. Okay, for fruit. $17. Let's see. I want to see a list of bread. Excuse me. Ogie stainless steel roll top bread box. That's fancy right there. That's like a time capsule for your bread. It looks like a spaceship for your bread. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm gonna look at that dye story now that I thought of it. Wine. You're supposed to store wine in an awesome vineyard somewhere, right? $22 for that rack, wine rack. Advise not storing wine in the refrigerator. Yeah. Whatever type of wine you've just bought from the store, red, white, or rose, is best stored in a dark place, such as your pantry or designated cupboard or closet. I like my wine cold, though. I haven't had wine in years, but instead of standing it up, it should be stored on its side, like in this Home Vanny wine rack. So I never knew why they stored it on the side. Okay, the air, something about the way that the flavor. I don't know. Keep the cork from drying out. When we spoke to, okay, that's what that is. We'll keep the cork from drying out. That's a good call. To Leonard Vervoltis, general manager and sommelier at Cultivar in Houston, is a previous article. In the previous article, she said it results in too much humidity. You suffocate the cork, not allowing the oxygen to get through it at all, prolonging or not even allowing aging potential at all. This 3-tiered bamboo rack holds up. Okay, so you're suffocating the cork if you stand it upright? I'm confused there. Oh well, I'm not a wine drinker, so potatoes. Yeah, I wouldn't put potatoes in the fridge. I don't know anybody that does. That's a nice little rack, though. They're just trying to sell shit on Amazon. Is this website owned by Amazon, I wonder? Tomatoes. Blueberries, even? No. Interesting. Okay. None of these fruits should be put in the fridge, I guess. I put blueberries in the fridge. Sarah can't get through. Okay. Because it's dried out, I see. Was COVID, they thought the vaccine was going to stop them from getting it, and it didn't. Yeah, they admit that it didn't stop any spread or anything. So many people died of COVID because they weren't smart about it. Well, they also listed a lot of COVID deaths that were not actually COVID deaths, Rose. We've talked about that before. It most certainly happened. What about all the elderly that were killed because of the governors that were shoving COVID patients in the nursing homes? I mean, they need to be thrown in jail. Like that was almost a genocide of old people. Like it was insane. That was, I don't hear anyone talk about that. It's like those were definitely needless deaths. Whether you think vaccines work or COVID was bad, that situation should have never happened. Well, let's just shove all of them in this nursing home where there's highly vulnerable people, so highly vulnerable that tens of thousands of people died because of it. I'm not even sure how many. I'd have to, but I know it was over 10,000. Let's see. Okay, so now I'm really interested to find out what dyes. Food dye ban. Oh, did I type in the wrong thing? So it's from 2 hours ago. Bill modeled after California's food dye ban is being pushed in Florida by Food Fight USA, which was founded by Kamala Harris. Really? Democrat mega donor named Todd Wagner. This is a bill modeled after the. Okay, so the same. Florida Republicans are being duped, she says. Who also happens to be Mark Cuban business. Okay. The bill is Obama delegate, and I just want to know what's in the bill. I mean, just because I don't like some of the people who are pushing it, let's see what's in it. Delegate and Democrat operative Vani Hari, who goes by the Food Babe. Vani Hari is pushing progressive policies under the banner of MAHA, total disregard for interstate commerce. That's a problem on both sides, really. On the right now, if you see someone that says MAHA in their name or MAGA in their name, somehow like people will just go right and just yeah, they're a good buddy. Just because you see that, and a similar thing happens on the left if you see um, certain things, certain markers, ideological markers, and yeah, this person's good. Like no, that's just the simplest way to do
Tune
people
in,
now.
turn up to the sound
Let's
of
see. Todd
green.
Wagner and Vanny
The indoor
Hari are
farmer
hijacking the MAGA
reviews
brand
a
under the Make
podcast
America Healthy Again
supreme.
banner to push
Episode
Democrat-led
by
policies in red
episode,
states.
wisdom
That's a
keep
little bit. That's
unfurled.
just that's on
At
people
the
who aren't reading
indoor
the policies.
farmer, changing our
This isn't about
world.
nutrition. They're using health
From
policies as a Trojan
commodity
horse
night
to
to what is
tighten their grip on
bolting.
red state
Each
legislatures. If
review,
GOP
each
lawmakers
tale
don't
keeps
wake
us
up,
so
yeah. So
jolting.
this is the
The
opinion of
indoor
Laura Loomer, who's
farmer
a
reviews it's the
firebrand,
show
and I don't
to
necessarily
hear,
believe
learn to
agree
grow,
with everything she says,
laugh and
but she does some stuff to just try to like get people up in arms.
with
But
every upload.
let's see,
The
this could have
chapters
nationwide effects on
complete
the
from
food
the seeds
production
of
because
doubt to the
one state did it.
bounty of
Okay, so yeah,
gain.
West
He
Virginia
shares
is leading the
his
way, banning
journey,
artificial
his
food dyes, and
trials, his love for the
um,
soil
maybe this is a
beneath,
better one here.
and
Let's
the
see. West Virginia
sky
Senate passes
above.
bill banning
From
artificial dyes
commodity
in
night to
food.
what is
Opponents say it's
bolting.
overreach.
Each
This is
review,
probably the most
each tale
important
keeps
bill
us
that we
so
will vote
jolting.
on in our entire
The
careers,
indoor
he said. Or
farmer
she
reviews
said
it's the
Senator
show
Laura
to hear, learn to
Joaquim
grow, laugh
Chapman,
and
Ohio.
share.
Health is not for sale. Okay. Hmm.
In every episode, he
Yeah,
plants a
this
seed
is from March 5th. West Virginia's
of
first state in the
knowledge,
country to
let
pass
the
a sweeping food.
branding be.
How is it saying that here
One
and then
community grows listeners
March
unite
5th? I just heard them
under
talk
the
about it.
banner of indoor light. He talks
Okay.
of perception, of what we think we see. Let's talk perception.
Like to see what dyes are banned. There's like 7 of
From
them.
people in boxes to
7
folks
artificial
growing
food dyes
old.
cutting
His
health
voice,
concerns
his
or citing
passion,
health concerns. At
forever
least 20 other
told.
states are
From
considering a bill
commodity
restricting
night
the
to
use of
what is
certain food dyes and
bolting.
additives.
Each
Good.
review, each
I say
tale
good.
keeps us so jolting. The indoor farmer reviews, it's the show to hear, learn to grow, laugh and cheer.
I've never had it either. I've never had COVID, Rose, and I don't have the vaccine. Never had. I think I take it back. I think I might have had COVID back in like early March of 2020, but that was like right when it started coming out in the news, and they didn't even do testing then. So if I did, then I just have immunity naturally. Although they say you can get it again, but I haven't. What's all this? This is all the food dyes and stuff
Our guide, our friend.
from 23
In every
hours ago. So
episode,
this
we
is
learn
more
how to
recent.
bend to the
Epic
will of
TV,
nature within
Epoch
four
TV.
walls.
West
The indoor
Virginia has
farmer
become the
reviews
first
the
state in the
wisdom
country to ban
calls.
certain food. Okay, Governor Patrick Morrisey yesterday signed a law to prohibit some food dyes in school lunches. Good. These kids don't need the food dyes. They're not purchasing the food anyway. The food dyes are just to get someone to buy it. The American Beverage Association is saying if states ban dyes, 60% of their store shelves would be empty, admitting 60% of grocery store food has petroleum and coal tar based ingredients in them. This in itself is a travesty. This is Vani Hari. This is the person that Laura Loomer says is not a good person. Travesty. Why we desperately need this legislation to pass. In Europe, when Europe regulations took place in 2010, it was less than a year for the top food companies to reformulate their products without dyes. They didn't need to reinvent the wheel. See, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with what she's saying. Just because she's got some kind of shady connection, though, they're kind of. I think Laura Loomer's making some assumptions here. Don't need to reinvent the wheel. They already have the formulation and are using scare tactics to keep poisoning Americans with ingredients they don't use in other countries. Yeah, like I don't see a problem with what she's saying there. Let's see what some of the comments say. You care less. The shelves are empty. Remove the okay, empty. Okay.
He speaks of the journey from seedable place. He speaks of the journey from seedable place. He's building a world, a sustainable place. He speaks of the
Nobody's going after her or anything. Yeah, look at how bright and vibrant this plastic is on top of the chocolate. So Rose, I want to hear from you. Rose, I appreciate you being here. I don't want people in the comments. Don't harass her or bombard her too much. But I do appreciate the back and forth. So I want to hear what Rose thinks about the food dyes. Let's check if we got a campaign to read yet. Why not? What happened? I think there's something wrong with the Rumble Studios already. My first night trying to use it fully. I got rid of StreamYard. No campaigns available. Why not? Last night I got one for 95 cents because I had 10 people in here. Isn't that crazy? My hair is getting too long, you guys. You're going to have to get it cut. Let's do another little dab. See what Rose says about the food dyes. I want to see what you say. I'm not going to put them poison in my body over and over. I don't take one shot. I mean, we put poison in our own bodies with the food we eat, but that's it's a little bit less direct, and we didn't know about it so much until recently. Brenda says I don't eat any M&Ms that aren't brown. Chocolate is brown, not green. Yeah, but even the brown colored M&Ms probably have food dye on it because it's a candy shell. It's not a chocolate shell,
This song is crafted based on insights
So eating a brown M&M, you're still eating food dye.
Farming, sustainability, and community building
I think.
content creation.
I don't have a lab kit here, but I think so, yeah. Triple Canvas Cowboy, what's up, man? I hope I didn't miss you too much. It was 19 minutes ago. I couldn't get IVIG treatment unless I got the vaccine. Oh wow, that is messed up. Hey Terry, Brendra, sorry I'm not able to see all the comments because of this. Man, I really hate coming up here and just complaining about shit. When I come up here and there's like tech problems and gotta argue with Rumble employees on X and shit. Just give me a hand, please. Oh, I want that to be purple. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Appreciate you guys coming in. We are past I was just hoping to get to 10 people and see if they give me another campaign. They did not. I hope I didn't make a mistake by getting rid of StreamYard. Cheers to that. Can you guys even hear the music? I doubt it. I'm gonna go. My eyes are burning. Oh, okay. Good night, Rose. Cindy, hello. It is green. I'm not eating it anyway. Because it's green? You don't eat your greens? These are another way to poison. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good night, Rose. I hope you have a good night. Appreciate you coming in here. You meant the chocolate? If the chocolate's green? Yeah, I wouldn't eat green chocolate either, that's for sure. Well, we did get over the hour mark at least. Man, this is weird. Rumble Studios. Guess I'll have to do some more testing with it. I don't know how the bigger streamers use it. I thought if it's good enough for them, I should be able to do it, but shit, what did I know? Nobody. I see you over on the Twitch. Let me think if there's any other major stories I wanted to get to tonight. Might call it early. Got my son tonight, and he's on spring break. We got him a new book to read. He's really into Popeye the Sailor Man, just out of nowhere. It's pretty crazy. That's pretty inconspicuous, right? Just this random tube coming out.
Under the glow of LED lights where his stories dwell. He's not just growing greens, he's sowing seeds of thought. In a studio with a microphone where wisdom's bought. We grow Wednesday from 8 to 9. Tune in, folks, for a communal time.
Cheers, cheers. Couldn't get surgery without getting a COVID vaccine. Yeah, that is a problem, Diane. A lot of people got forced into it for a lot of different reasons. Some states have banned different dyes. Yeah, that's what I was reading there. I'd like to try the foods without the dyes. Let me be the judge of my own. You know what I mean? Like, oh, can I still eat this even though it's not the color of the berry that's said to be inside it? You know. I get blueberry lemonade sometimes, and it's going to be a lot darker because of the blueberries, so it's like natural coloring, you know.
Sharing joys, the highs, and yes, the wear and tear. On We Grow Wednesday, we're all one big team. Growing together is the ultimate
19 people in here and still no campaign to read. Come on.
Join Waylon for our journey so fine.
Wonder if they're like, oh no, we didn't mean to give this to him. Holy cow.
Always together from the good to the bad. He speaks of the benefits, the pros and the cons of the plan.
I might have to stream for 30 hours a month on it for it to work. I'm not sure. That's how you get into the creator program. Food's not going to taste different. You're right. You're right. I just want to be like, look at this. You know, a big old scoop of like. I don't eat cereal. Is it going to be glyphosate free? That's what I want to know.
Together we're truly aligned. Tune in and grow with us. Let's expand our view on We Grow Wednesday with Waylon. It's true.
If it was glyphosate free, I'd be even more happy. Pretty excited about these microgreens though, guys. This one's going a lot better than the last one, and the last one went a lot better than the one before. So that's how it's supposed to go, right? That's how we do it. Micro improvement is still improvement. Oh yeah, I forgot to plant my little tomatoes. I've got these little bitty miniature tomatoes that I harvested, I don't know, a couple months ago that I just let dry out. I'm going to plant them at some point.
From the city slicker to the country lass, every episode a new
Strawberry be strawberry, grape will still be grapes. Yeah, I agree. Diane, if you haven't got in on the number post yet, better get in on that. I think you might have already. Anybody listening, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I mean, not only do I do 5 shows a week, which is worth the $2 a month, but you can get into giveaways and the game night and all kinds of stuff. I may have to get rid of the hash and dash immunity though, just because it kind of keeps my numbers from being what they could if I was doing what all the other giveaway streamers did, which they make you have to stay there, and so they get all these numbers and stuff. And so I don't know. I hate to do that, but it's not increasing the community size doing it this way. I thought more people would sign up because they could do this and the other thing, you know. All right, so we're going to set up the wheel. Have a feeling it's going to be not the wheel that I want, so I have to reset it up. Correct. Yes. So last night we had, here, we'll put it up on the screen. Some excitement going on here. Hit that hashtag WTIF in the comments if you're here. He grows everything from day to night. Listen to his tales, his indoor farm lore. What was it? Oh, Tommy McKetta won last night. He was number 6. Let's take number 6 out. All right, let's go to locals and check the number post. And here it is. You just have to go to the post and comment. Looks like we got a couple people to add. Sandy was number 12, so we got now Brenda is number 13. Locals has a new layout. Kind of looks different now. Cindy Lou, you're number 14. And I will even refresh one more time just in case somebody's actively working on getting over here. And that looks like it. So we just have to add 13 and 14. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Oh, the numbers and stuff? Or what does, Brenda? You mean talking about the hash and dash immunity? And we will spin this wheel one more time tomorrow night, so you get 3 chances a week. I forget. Okay. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay, so make sure you let me know what you're talking about. Stroke brain. Now, it's just brain fart. We all have those. We all have those. Okay, I'm going to smoke some Breathe Easy from Smashley's Garden. Good luck. Appreciate everybody's support. We're trying to get to 100 local subscribers. We've got over 300 members, but only 70 subscribers, actually 69 subscribers. We want to try to get to 100. I'm going to do a big giveaway. So hit that join button down there below on Rumble. Yeah, I mean, I know you had a stroke, but with or without, you'd still have those happen sometimes. Number 11. Number 11. Let's find out who that was. Write it down. But in the quiet, the vision grew. It's not just me, it's us, it's you. A table set, a fire lit, a piece for all, we're all can fit. Kim Marston. The goal's the same, to lift us up, the common name. We all need bread, we all need air, a common bread, a load to share. Kim Marston. It's back here. Won't let me go to my, won't let me change my layout. What the heck? Jeez. I'm gonna see what happens if I refresh the screen. No live chat. That's crazy. Hope I didn't just boot everyone. Just learning here, learning about the Rumble Studios. Chris P, come on the show. Let's talk about it. I know I'm just a little guy. I think I might have booted anyone that was watching on locals. Diane, are you still out there? Or maybe the numbers just don't show anything now. No, it won't show the viewer stats. Oh no, it's still there on the other screen. What the heck? I mean, they're working on it. They're working on it. I'm trying not to, you know, be so annoyed by it. But let me just refresh one more time, see what happens. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, had to refresh again. Strange yet functional, I guess. Somewhat functional. Well, I think that's going to do it for me, guys. What time? What are we at? Oh, hour and 15. I don't think I had any other major stories to talk about, and I'm not going to read all the regular farming headlines tonight. Uh, Hang on. I'm going to see if my son has fallen asleep yet because he's on spring break. He doesn't have to be asleep. If he's awake, I'll probably, go and read him a book. But if he's asleep already, then I can probably go do a little after show if anyone wants to hang out. If anyone does, let me know in the comments so I can get an idea. You have to be a member of Locals to do so, and we're probably going to watch a little Kill Tony for a few minutes. Found it. Okay, Diane, you got. Did I get you? Did I boot you? Did you get booted? This is interesting. I'm trying to learn here, but I'm also wondering why I didn't get a campaign tonight. Last fetch just now. Oh, I don't need that. Oh, don't need that. How to? They take away the campaigns from me. Let's see. Hmm. Had one last night, but not tonight. Maybe they're like, well, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Have a good night, Brenda. Want to sign in? So could give me a number. Oh, I am sorry. Yeah, I didn't see that. I didn't see that you needed one. Let me see. Ah, you did get it. I'm sorry. Let me give you a number. 15. I didn't know you were going to do it. Could be because I'm not getting all the chat either. I thought you might have already been on the list. I figured you would have said something, but I didn't. I didn't memorize all the people on the list here. I'm looking at it now. Well, I apologize, Diane. You do still get in on tomorrow's spin. Well, when you said found it, you said okay. I see. Yeah, I didn't get those comments until now. I see them once I refresh that second time. Well, I hope that's not going to be a problem, but it should get better. I would like to try the. So I see Diane and Brenda, you're both on locals. Brenda, are you still there? If you're still there, I want to see if you two could help me out here, because when there's a button that I can click that will switch to, there's two. Okay, so it'll go to Rumble and locals if I want to, or it can go to locals supporters only. And that's what I tried last night, and it didn't work. I thought it was live, but Kayla was trying to watch and it wasn't working. So if you're still there, how can you do? What's up, Lisa? How can you do people in the boxes without StreamYard? I can have guests on this. I can have guests here. Do you want to come up and test it real quick? Quick smoke before I leave here. I'll put the I can put the link into Rumble. See if anybody wants to pop in. See what happens. I put the link in there. There it is. Give it a click. Hey, Margaret. Glad you could make it. Appreciate you for coming in. I didn't get a campaign tonight. I don't know if Kayla's in here, but she got to listen to me read my first Rumble ad. And I know I've talked about it before. I don't want to be an ad reader. I don't want to read ads for sponsors, but I may have to. I got cut off from Facebook live streaming where most of my audience is. I had to disconnect from X because it doesn't seem to want to work with Rumble Studios for me. So I'm kind of getting dwindled down here. So I may end up starting to read some ads because I don't know. I also want to get into their creator program. I don't know if that's going to help me out, boost me into Rumble on the Rumble program, on Rumble platform. If you are watching me somewhere else, and you don't have Rumble, definitely want you to go and find me there because it's going to probably be my main platform for the most part. So, Elisa, I don't know if you're listening, but when you go to that, if you're on a phone, you'll have to download the app. If you're on a computer, I don't know. I think it's probably just a website tab, but you have to or I have to come in and like approve you as a participant because I don't want people popping in and just right up on screen without me knowing who they are. And so I have to click approve, and then you got to you got to unmute your mic and unmute your camera. That's how it works. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely doable. I've had guests on before using it. I had one on last night. The camera really likes to keep moving around a lot. If I stare at it, will it move? Yeah. So what's going on? Whoa, that's what it feels like. I'm watching my screen. Like it just seems like everything just keeps moving. Just hold you still. How about that? Stay still. There we go. Anyway, I'm guessing you're not going to try coming up. You didn't say one way or the other on that, but if you want to come up on PITB, you'll be able to. Don't worry. And I can make people moderators inside or on the screen directly, so it's a little bit easier. Okay, I've had my fun. I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna try switching over to supporter only. Let me go in here and upload my outro video first. I need to update this outro video, make a new one. I'm actually thinking about, and for anyone who cares, I'm thinking about moving all of my shows to 8:30 or 8 o'clock, one of the two. Or actually, there's three options. Like like mid morning, like 10 a.m. for all five shows, including game night, or move them all five to 8 o'clock or 8:30, something to that effect. Um, I don't know if I want to stay late night, but if I do, I got, I have nighttime with my son where the nighttime ritual, I have to take, the bath time and, everything, read him a book and all that stuff. And I have to rush it and shove it all in before my shows now, the way I have been doing it. I'm not going to lie, it'd be kind of really nice for me to be able to do it at like 10 a.m. I just kind of thought my show it was like a late night show. I was trying to model after those late night talk shows that we all watched as a kid, where you'd stay up too late and watch, um, Letterman or what's the guy with the chin, Leno, and all these other guys. You got all the Jimmys and stuff, Arsenio Hall, but most of them really just disguised politics inside of like entertainment. And what I'm doing is I'm disguising sustainability inside of entertainment, or I'm trying to. At least that's the plan. That's the idea. That's the outline, I guess. So I thought late night, So I do want to get your guys' opinion. I don't know if anyone cares to give me their opinion. I might do a poll over on locals. But if I do during the day, maybe I'm not looking for a situation where more people, not necessarily more people are going to find me on during the day, but probably a little less. I just hope not too many less. It just depends. Depends. I'm not worried about chasing the people. I'm thinking it might just be a better time for me, Not a good time for working people. Well, yes and no, Lisa May. There's a lot of people that work overnight, third, second shift. Like, there's people that can't get watch my show because they're at work during that time. So it's an interesting. Good night. Good night, Elisa. Good night, everybody. All right, this is my outro. I'll see you later. Let me shut this music off. Well, you don't hear it anymore because it's not shared. All right. All right. Have a good night, though. It is about the fact that every person has to eat. It's not really, doesn't really matter what all the other hobbies and stuff like that. Hobbies are great. Other aspirations are great. But if we don't worry about our food first, maybe outsource it less. That is the idea. And Wednesdays is always about looking at what's going on, what kind of stories are out there in our health and wellness and stuff. It doesn't have to be political, but a lot of health and politics these days. So good night. We'll see you tomorrow, 8 o'clock, for People in the Boxes. We'll see you there. Peace.
Yeah, this is for my green thumbs in the game. Wailing the indoor farmer, check my name. Sustainability, we about to reclaim. This is how we do it, keep it in the frame. I'm wailing the farmer, the indoor king. Living off the grid, what the city can't bring. Got my hydro setup, my LED lights. Growing all my greens, all through the night. Self-sustain, that's the mission. Growing my own, I'm not missing. Indoor farming, the hustle's real. Whaler's here, and he's